What? What's happening? Stone Cologne 316 here. What? What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Tuesday. Apologies I didn't come out with a video yesterday. I was intending on doing a video, but I just didn't have time. I had to work from home and watch my kid, and it got a little hectic. So, totally underestimated working from home and watching my kid. My kid is great, but there was a lot of work stuff. So by the time that like she needed to be fed and all that, like I was just kind of doing like five things at once. But anyway, I survived. It's all good. Um, and then yesterday I wore Zaharoff Second Soul. I posted that on the community page yesterday. Boozy, fresh, warm, spicy. It's discontinued. I mean, it was a limited edition, so it really wasn't supposed to be in the Zaharoff line. But yeah, that was the Z Creators 2.0. Justin Copeland for Stay Fresh. What? Stay Fresh Productions. That was his second creation from the Z Creators, so it's one of my favorites. So very, very good one. And then today, I'm gonna be wearing. I don't know. I'm wearing a black T-shirt. This is my undershirt, so I'm wearing a flannel button-up. But just wanted something a little bold, a little, a little dark, but still maintains a freshness. And that's Tumi 19 Degree. Picked this up a couple months ago. Some really good stuff. The bottles are really cool. The caps, you got to twist them. Got to twist it. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is the atomizer. You see how there's like the juice kind of leaks when you. If this was a little bit taller, it would have a little bit more clearance. It sprays pretty good for the most part. It's just. It does kind of. Excuse me. It does kind of leak onto the bottle, but not a big deal. It's not like it's leaking a lot, but it's just the atomizer sprayer needs to sit up a little higher. But this is some good stuff. This citrus leather, bergamot, saffron, birch water. There's a birch water note that's really interesting in here because it gives it a little smokiness, but it gives it like a watery, not aquatic, but like gives it that freshness. I believe there's a raspberry note in this. Profumo doesn't list it, but I believe Fragrantica does. Yeah, there's a raspberry and suede note, which really makes this kind of pop. I kind of deem this as do Tom Ford ombre leather or Tuscan leather, whatever the fruitier one is, and mix that with Aventus. That's basically what you're going to get out of this, to me. So, you can find this. I found this on eBay for less than $100 because this came out last year. They might be popping up at the rack stores eventually because some of the Tumi fragrances have already, like the original ones that came out, like Atlas and Continuum. I have Continuum. I got that for $30. It was a 30 mil for $30. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. What? Anyway, yeah. So I'm wearing Tumi 19 Degree. Some good stuff. Really bold. It's kind of rugged. It's masculine. But it still maintains kind of a freshness. So it's really good. It's a really good signature scent. You could probably wear this all year round. Easy on the sprays in the high heat. But yeah, Tumi 19 Degree is what I'm wearing to the office today. Today, I figured, I was going through my collection and I'm like, how many fragrances do I have that are discontinued? That should be brought back? Or they shouldn't have even been discontinued? I have 8 of them that I kind of want to talk about. Some of these have made a previous list before, but I definitely want to talk about these briefly. And I don't know, it's just interesting because some of these are really, really good, and a lot of people are kind of like, why did they get rid of them? Why did you get rid of these fragrances? They were doing well. Either the sales were doing well, or I don't know the reasons. Don't really care. Um, but hopefully one day they come back. So I got 8 discontinued fragrances that you should know about or should not have been discontinued. I don't know what I'm going to label this. What I'm not sure what I'm going to label this, but I just have 8 discontinued fragrances that I want to talk about. So let's get into it. First one. This made my warm spicy list, I believe. This came out in 2003. I've talked about this briefly. It's from Versace. It's the original Versace Man. Basically, the one that they made Versace Man Fresh flanker off of, which they didn't discontinue that, but they discontinued this. Weird. Probably because that sold more. I don't know. Basically, what you're going to get out of this: black pepper, bergamot, and neroli up top gives it this like freshness, but it's a little harsh for about like 10-15 seconds. And I think the tobacco really comes out in the opening too a little bit. So it's like you're getting like almost everything popping out at you once. And the bergamot and the black pepper and the tobacco do kind of clash. And it's a little off-putting to me. But once it dries down, it gets a little bit warm. The saffron comes out. There is cardamom in here. It's not a big projector. I don't know if it's the bottle. This is a 2019 batch code. I looked up. Oh, yes, there is 926807. It's right there. I believe it was manufactured in 2019, so this is a 5-year-old bottle, and it doesn't have projection really. When I first got it, I was kind of like, this is kind of weak, but then it ended up lasting all day. It's not a skin scent. Skin scent. What? Skin scent. Um, it stays close to the skin, but it's not overpowering. It's not You're not going to smell it from 5 feet away. This is signature scent kind of stuff. You can wear this all year round. It is got a fresh, spicy, kind of woody. It's a little sweet, but the tobacco in here, that's the main player in this one is the tobacco. Really, really good. I get about 6 to 8 hours longevity, like max. You're going to get 6 hours, probably decent performance as far as like it's not going to be a skin scent, but you will get a sillage with this. This one's kind of interesting. But yeah, Versace Man came out in 2003. I don't know when it got discontinued. I'm wondering if it got discontinued like 5 years ago. I'm not too sure, but I had to find this on eBay. I found it for a decent price. You're probably going to pay over $100, maybe $200 for a bottle of this because it's pretty rare nowadays. But Versace Man, if you have this, let me know if you like it, what you think about it. But definitely a good one to have. I almost got rid of it, but I'm going to keep it. Versace Man. This next one, I don't think a lot of people have heard about. If you're a 90s kid like me and you grew up, you know, going to the mall. I didn't go to the mall a lot, but when I was like in my 20s, uh, I was shopping at PACSUN. I don't know if Pacific Sun. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think it's still around. Um, but PACSUN, it was basically it had at one point in the 2000s, like the late 2000s, when they had like the Affliction shirts and stuff like that, like a lot of that stuff was coming out. I would go there because it was kind of more my style. But they had some colognes that were really, really good. I don't know if you guys remember Kira, or even like Vert, the Vert, VURT, the Vert Green. They had a green, a black, and a red. Um, it was that scent DNA, but then they came out with one called Atlas, which has been discontinued. And this is Atlas. I picked this up like 5 years ago at the mall. Um, I for years I've been trying to find out what this smells like, and I believe this smells like, to me, it's kind of got a English laundry signature type of vibe. It's kind of got lavender in it, but I don't have a lot of info on this. So it's got leather, lemongrass, pear, and tropical woods. That's what I can find out on there. But it's kind of got a barbershop feel to it too. So as youthful as this may seem, and you could tell I only have a little bit of juice left. It's sprayed in the air. Yeah, it's you could smell the leather, you could smell the lemongrass. I'm gonna look on Fragrantica because I like Parfumo, but it's kind of, they don't have the full note breakdown. They don't have it. They don't have it. Yeah, there's not a lot of info on this. Sorry, but as far as Profumo, lemongrass, pear, tropical woods, and leather. Very good stuff. I don't think a lot of you know about this. If you do, please comment below. But this shit used to be my jam. And I'm savoring this last bit of juice of it. I mean, I could probably sell this on eBay for like $200 and someone's gonna buy it. Like, that's how rare this stuff is. Um, but a lot of the mall frags, like the PacSun stuff, was I really enjoyed over like Abercrombie and Fitch and stuff like that, and Hollister. This was my go-to stuff. Vert Green, issue number 1. It was all the same scent DNA. And then since Atlas, they discontinued it, and I think they have a current, it's called Atwater or something, and it's supposed to smell exactly the same as it doesn't. It smells nothing like it, so I don't know what they were trying to do. But PACSUN Atlas. Bet you didn't expect to see this one. Yeah, this is a good one. This one I'm barely gonna wear. I'm just gonna keep just to sniff out the cap. But yeah, this is a good one. Let me know if you have that one. It was a sad day when they discontinued this one. Um, Rack Store Gem is probably one of the greatest rack store finds ever at Burlington. It's Sha John 3 a.m. They discontinued it, I think, earlier this year or last year. But we all know, best atomizer in the game. This is some good stuff. So it's fresh citrus. It's kind of got a leathery vibe to it because it's got some suede, but it's got cardamom, mandarin orange, bergamot in the top. It's got a fig leaf note in it, which makes this a little unique. I don't have anything else that smells like it, but it's kind of got like a gin and tonic type of vibe. There is a tonic water note in this to give it like a little bit of a fizzy kind of a vibe. It's fresh, very very fresh stuff. Longevity, you're gonna get maybe 4 hours tops on here, but um, obviously if you do 4 huge sprays, you know what I mean. You'll get away with it. This is one of my wife's favorites. She loves this stuff. Um, I'm not a huge fan of the scent DNA. I think it's a really really good one, but it's just not one of the ones that I gravitate towards. I got to be in a special mood for this. But this is some good stuff. I got this 100 ml for $20 back then, and you get a 50 ml for like 15. Now, I believe these are going for over 100 online. I could be wrong, but if you can find a good price for this, and I wouldn't pay more than $50 for this, to be honest with you. Just being honest, I would not pay more than $50 for this. Yes, the atomizer is phenomenal, but I'm not going to spend over $50 because of an atomizer. What? You know what I mean? So, um, but yeah, cardamom, tonic water, little suede. It's got a skin accord, a sensual skin accord, which I can kind of get. It's kind of got that lotiony kind of skin type of vibe, but it's not off-putting at all. So I don't know whether that's a true note accord or what, but yeah. Sha John 3 a.m. Classic one. Cheapy gem, rack store, probably Hall of Fame rack store find right here. So it's a shame they discontinued it. I mean, the atomizer is good. I would have bought a backup bottle just because I do like the scent. It's not my go-to, but I would have loved to have just a backup bottle. But I have 100 mil, and so far I've had this for about 3 or 4 years, so I think I'm good overall. So don't really need it. So Sha John 3 a.m. Check that out. Next, I ended up getting this one for a pretty decent deal. Um, Armani had a sale going on. Right when I heard they were going to discontinue this one, I went on Armani and they had like a buy one, get a free gift, I guess. And I ended up paying less than $100 for this, but it's Acqua di Gio Absolu. Basically, this is the take Invictus and add Acqua di Gio, or take Acqua di Gio and add Invictus. That's what you're going to get. Ugh, excuse me. What? Yeah, it's just basically a fruitier version of Acqua di Gio. It still has the C notes. It's got bergamot. There's a pear, apple, grapefruit, and lemon up top. Lavender, rosemary, and geranium in the mid. Woody notes, tonka bean, amberwood, patchouli, and labdanum. You're going to get A+ hours out of this. This one's a sneaky one. This one kind of stays closer to the skin, but when you walk by someone, they're going to notice this, and they're going to notice you. This is some really, really good stuff. Another one that my wife absolutely adores. I didn't wear it that much this year. I wore it a couple times in the summer, but I didn't really wear it too much. You could probably pull this off in the colder months, but again, it's not as thick as you think it would be. You know what I mean? It's not as like thick and cloying as you think it would be, and it's to me, I really have to go searching for it about 4 or 5 hours in. I kind of go nose blind to this. So anosmia is a real thing when it comes to like fragrances like this for me. Um, this is kind of sticks to the skin for sure. You're going to get really good longevity and performance out of this. But it's weird for me because I can go nose blind to it. So it's kind of got that Dior Sauvage like wearing, not DNA, but like how it wears. You can go nose blind to it. So good stuff. Shame they discontinued it. I remember when it first came out, I was at Ulta and I smelled it and I was like, this is really good. But that was before I was really into the discounters and stuff like that. So I was really buying my purchases were very slim back then. And it's slim now, but between that, I wanted to get this for sure. Right when I first heard it was discontinued. So Acqua di Gio Absolu, the Invictus Acqua di Gio, basically. Let me know if you have this one. I mean, you could still get samples of this, but when you buy a bottle, you're going to pay a hefty price. So people look out for that if you can find a good deal on it. If you have Acqua di Gio and you like Invictus, it's a safe blind buy. It's you still smell the Acqua di Gio. So I featured this recently about last week in one of my videos. It made my tobacco fragrance video from John Varvatos, Dark Rebel. This one's very, very sought after. Oh my god! And I know why. Um, this is some really, really good stuff. Is as dark and thick as it is, it still has a freshness to it. It's weird. It's got a black leather accord, which I love the smell of black leather. It's more of a fresh leather to me, not like super fresh, but that black leather. I used to have a black leather jacket, and it smelled like the black leather in here. It's so good. This is some bad boy shit right here. Some masculine stuff, but I mean it'll put some hair on your nuts. What? But it's so good. It's got a Cuban cane sugar or Cuban sugarcane note. It's got Jamaican rum up top. Really interesting. Really interesting. If you look at the note breakdown, there's a lot going on. But you're going to get the black leather, the sugarcane, the rum, um, the tobacco leaf. Those are going to be the main stars in here. And then all the other notes that are surrounding it, like balsa wood, Mexican vanilla. You know, like, I don't know what Mexican vanilla smells like, but it's very, very good. It's very, very like this. If you have a motorcycle, black t-shirt, jeans, biker wear, like this is stuff you ride your motorcycle to the bar. You're gonna get noticed with this stuff. Longevity, 4 hours tops. You're not gonna get more than that on that. That's where this lacks. And another reason why I would not pay way overpriced for this, because I wear this seldomly. And I wear this only for like date night stuff. Because date night, you're only going to be on a date for 4 hours or so. And by that, if you still have like a nightcap or whatever, you can just respray. So, but this is more like I go out date night with the wife. I don't wear this one a lot, but in the cold, I will wear it a little bit more, probably around the house. But John Varvatos, Dark Rebel, discontinued. Wish it wasn't. Check that one out if you're able to. This one I believe has been discontinued. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's discontinued. It's Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. Basically the Sauvage. I'm a little stuffy today. Apologize. Smoother, refined Sauvage. That's basically where you're going to get. Little earthy. It's got a soil tincture note. It's got patchouli. It's got a coal note in it, but it's not like smoky. Ambroxan and patchouli at the bottom. The Ambroxan and patchouli really come out on me. Very good stuff. Very soapy, clean. It has the bergamot and pepper up top, but this is different. It is smoother. It's less metallic, even though it has metallic notes, but it's less metallic. It's more earthy in the dry down. 8+ hours on this. I think I got about half left. Yeah, it's about half. But yeah, discontinued. I ended up getting this a couple years back for about $40 or so. I've talked about this one before. You've heard about this one. You've seen it. I'm not going to talk too much on it, but I'm pretty sure it's discontinued. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. And if I'm wrong, I'll give myself a damn stunner. What? Anywho, Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. The Sauvage twist. Good stuff. This one. Another shame. It's such a shame they discontinued this one. Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. The ultimate version of Hugo Boss Bottled. I wore this last week. I think I wore this Thursday or Friday last week. Really good stuff. Apple pie cinnamon, orange blossom, cinnamon clove, rosewood, sandalwood, cedarwood, and then the olive wood, which is in basically most of the Boss Bottle flankers. For the flankers that cater to the original DNA. The ones now smell nothing like Boss Bottled, which is fine. Boss Bottled Absolu. I still got to do a review on that one. I haven't forgot about that, but the wearability is a little bit more situational. It's not an office fragrance, and that shit is strong as shit. I swear to God, it's a beast. It's hyped up to be one of the best designer releases of the year. I'm still spending time with it, so I don't want to review it yet, but I do have it. But this one of the ones that started it all, this caters to the original. It's an amped up version of Hugo Boss Boss Bottle number 6. Yeah, love this stuff. I get about 8 hours. Very, very good sillage on this. It's fresh and spicy, fruity, woody. I mean, it's the dry down is very, very good. You still maintain the apple and the cinnamon basically throughout the whole fragrance, and then the woods and like the olive wood comes out on the bottom, and it's really, really good. I seldomly wear it. Think this is a 50 ml. Yeah, it's a 50 ml. I really don't want to buy another bottle of this, so I only wear this seldomly. But Hugo Boss bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. Cherish this if you have it. Cherish it. All right, last but not least, it's my favorite in my collection, I believe. It's still just it's never gonna. I don't know. There's something special about this. I know my mind changes like the wind blows a lot, but Acqua di Gio Profumo. Why, Armani, did you discontinue this masterpiece? I know you rebranded it to the Parfum last year, and then you reformulated it back to this. Apparently, I have not smelled the new Parfum, the 2024 Parfum. I have not smelled. Love the magnetic caps. I ended up getting this for $90. It's a 6.7 ounce bottle. Armani had a crazy sale. I believe that's where I got the Absolu from. So imagine getting this in the mail. 2 certified bangers. What? I got about half left here. It's weird because every time I wear it, the sprays are huge. So, but it's Acqua di Gio plus patchouli in incense. But it's so fucking good. What? Excuse my language. It's damn good. Um, it's my favorite fragrance in my collection still. It's my if I had one signature scent, if I had one scent, it'd be this. You can wear this all year round. Really is really good in the colder months because the smokiness comes out with the incense and patchouli. But you're gonna get 8+ hours out of this. Dress it up, dress it down. The ultimate signature scent right here. It's a little mature. It's more mature, so it ain't for everybody. It's not going to be for the teeny boppers and the 20-year-olds. I mean, you can, depending on what age in the 20s you are. But to me, I'm kind of old school, so 30s and up is going to cherish this one. So I love it to death. I do have to get my nose on the new Parfum because it's supposed to smell just like this. Um, the 2023 Parfum is very similar to this. They just left out the incense, I believe. But then the 2024 version, I heard that they did put the incense back in. So you shouldn't have discontinued it. What? Honestly, I thought that was like a dumb move. I mean, obviously, I'm not. I don't make fragrances. I'm not. I don't own my business, so I'm probably speaking out of terms. But if you're gonna cancel something and then bring it back right away, why didn't you just keep it? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand that. But not my business. All I know is I have a big bottle of it, and I'm going to cherish it. And if I find a Profumo, a resale bottle for a good price, I might grab that. But I have to go through this first. Acqua di Gio Profumo. Just the best. What? It's the best. That's it. Longer video, but I don't give a shit. You guys watch it, you don't watch it. But let me know if you guys have any of these. If you like them, you don't like them. If you're holding on to them, or if you're until they resell for tons. But yeah, these are some of my. These are probably all of the discontinued ones that I have. I probably have a couple more. I didn't have time to go through it. I have to go to work in a bit, so I just wanted to get this video out because I didn't do a video yesterday, and um, you know, shit happens. But yeah, let me know if you have any of these. Let me know if you decided to buy multiple backup bottles before they were actually discontinued. But these are the ones that I try and wear seldomly. Some of them I do wear more than others. Again, I just wore this one last week. Shit. Um, but like Atlas, I ain't never gonna wear this really. I used to wear this on Thanksgiving. Not gonna wear that this year. But yeah. And then I'm wearing this today. Tumi 19 degree, which in fact, what the hell? Let me know what you're wearing. Let me know, again, if you have any of these, you love these or hate these. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone has a good week. Starting to get cooler, so dress appropriately wherever you live. And you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. What? And that's the bottom line. What? Because Stone Cologne said so. Take care, guys. Have a good one.